Hi, I'm Kara. I've been diabetic since 1986, and I use an insulin pump, a blood sugar meter, and a Dexcom CGM to help manage my blood sugar. I'm the founder of BootCamp for Betics. Since 1987, I've been going to diabetes camp. To this day, it's my favorite place in the world. I've been to camp as a camper, as a counselor, and as a staff director. And for the last few years, I've worked with a few chapters of the American Diabetes Association to build and deliver training courses for the people who take care of the little diabetic kids during these summer camps. I've had to learn a lot about diabetes during the last 30 years. I have, at times, been completely screwed up. I've had A1Cs in the double digits, and every time my health suffered, every time my blood sugar would get out of control, I would try a new miracle treatment to retaliate against my blood sugar. I've tried the cabbage soup diet. I've tried the Atkins diet. I've tried the all-vegetable diet. I've tried the lemonade cleanse. I've tried eating cinnamon, and I've tried taking chromium and other herbal supplements. I've tried the Slim Fast diet, and I've tried Dexatrim. I've tried these disgusting milkshake things that taste like pulverized tires mixed with cigarette butts. I tried smoking instead of eating. And you know what? All of the things I tried worked initially to lower my blood sugars. They all worked. Can you believe that? But then, after time, they didn't work. So why would a treatment work initially and then stop working? Well, the first reason is that anytime you make an effort to fix your blood sugar, you end up checking your blood sugar, to see how successful your efforts are. So, for example, when I went on the cabbage soup diet, I checked my blood sugar way more than usual because I wanted to evaluate the effect of the diet on my blood sugar. But guess what? Did you know that every time you check your blood sugar, your brain makes a decision that it otherwise would not have made if you hadn't checked your blood sugar? For example, if I want to eat a chocolate muffin, I'm probably just going to eat a chocolate muffin. But if my blood sugar is high right now, that muffin is going to destroy my blood sugar. So the easiest thing for me to do in this situation is to just not check my blood sugar and just eat the muffin. But if I check my blood sugar, I might make a different decision. I might decide to delay the muffin until I can get my blood sugar to a better starting point. I might decide to take a little bit of extra insulin before I eat the muffin. I might decide to only eat half the muffin. My point is, checking my blood sugar often forces me to make decisions that I otherwise would not have made. And this is why these stupid miracle treatments for diabetes seem to work, at least initially. My argument is fad diets and expensive supplements and treatments don't fix your diabetes. They may appear to work initially, but actually they're just taking credit for the work that you're doing. In an effort to see whether the latest miracle cure is working, you're checking your blood sugar a bunch of times, and you're making health decisions that you otherwise would not have made. It's kind of rude if you think about it for a fake miracle cure to take credit for all that work you're doing. I used to attend diabetes camp as a camper for a number of years. As part of diabetes camp, I had to check my blood sugar multiple times per day. I had to learn how to make decisions about what food to eat, how much physical activity to do, and how much insulin to take. Whenever I came home from camp, I would actually continue this behavior, and my blood sugars were much better for about 3 or 4 months after camp. My mother loved it. And then I'd have a lapse, and then I'd stop checking my blood sugar, and then my blood sugar would be out of control again by October. My mother used to say that she wished she could send me to diabetes camp 3 times a year because I needed the constant refresher. I didn't pay much attention to her at the time, but what she said stuck with me, and her remarks really inspired me to create BootCamp for Betics. What if this could work for other people too? What if all we've ever really needed as diabetics to get back on track and regain our motivation is a diabetes camp jumpstart every couple of months? So BootCamp for Betics was born. It's a 21-day online program that forces accountability and will, if you follow it entirely, result in lower blood sugars. And during boot camp, you have to check and write down your blood sugars, and you have to do physical activity, and you have to eat some stuff, and you're going to have to do a little bit of math, and you'll perform experiments on yourself to see how your blood sugar reacts. You're going to build your own plan for your diabetic health, and you're going to screw up, and you're not going to be perfect, but you will be better, and you will feel better. Let me be clear. BootCamp for Betics is not a miracle cure for diabetes. It is not a stupid milkshake, and it's not an expensive herbal treatment. This is an investment that you're making in your health for life, which means that if you need another jump start in a few months, you can retake the BootCamp whenever you want, because once you enroll, you'll always have access to it. And as healthcare changes, and as technology changes, and as credible proven diabetes treatments change, I'll incorporate those into the boot camp too. So it'll be a little bit different every time you do boot camp. Lastly, we are always on the lookout for feedback and success stories. Once you complete boot camp, I want to hear how much you reduced your A1C. If you have a weight loss goal, I want to hear about how much weight you've lost. And if you're a good writer and you want to share your story as a case study, please let me know. If you'd be willing to speak to other people who are struggling with their diabetes, maybe as a friend, or just you want to be a mentor or something, tell me. Also, if you have some suggestions for improvement or an idea about how BootCamp for Betics can be made better for you or for others, just send me a note and let me know. If you're anything like I was years ago, you may be run down and tired and angry and generally feeling like crap. Diabetes will do that to you. But I fought back and kicked my blood sugar's ass. And now I feel better, a lot better, and you deserve to feel better too. So welcome to BootCamp for Betics. Let's kick your blood sugar's ass.